Welcome back to my channel, Done Did It, where I tell you about things that I've done and did. And I guess starting off, this is my tent that I was sleeping in for, I don't even know right now, dude. I don't even know, 2 weeks. I have no clue, I can't even think. And there's my beautiful view of the lake. And now we're gonna walk through the woods of Dyer Park, the same Dyer that I am, because that's where I slept in my awesome story, in Dyer Park. I'm retrieving my wolf blanket because now it makes sense why I bought a wolf blanket. I bought a wolf blanket before the story began, really, and now it makes sense why it's a wolf blanket. And I'm definitely keeping it. All right, well, it's too much. It's way too much. Way too much of a story. And I got all my dates in my head right and all that stuff, but we're gonna give this a big whirl. We're gonna really fucking try. Still a little fucking shocked by it, shell shocked almost, you could say. But anyway, yeah. So it was about a half. It was when the moon was half and half recently, and I was at a friend's house. We were all talking about quitting drugs. And it was a major example because I was on meth. Sorry, just to throw it out there. I quit it for 2.5 years, and then something told me to get back on it. And I really do mean something told me to get back on it. And then when I started doing it, of course, it was hard to not stop. It was, you know, a little more difficult to stop doing it. But I ain't kidding when I say something told me to get back on it. It all led to this one day. I'm at my friend's house, and it's becoming more and more obvious how I can't hang out at any of these houses. I'm not meant to be any of these places. I'm not meant to be there. My friend's mom's saying no, you can't come over, and just all this stuff's happening and playing out. All the puzzle pieces on the board, or chess pieces on the board, are all moving into alignment where I can't fucking do anything over here or over there, and I'm like, it's very obvious. And then one of my friends convinces me anyway to go get him some dope. And I do it. We all do it. We get back to the house. And this couple I know, getting through some plants. This couple I know come over, and they're sober from that stuff. And the guy freaks out. And he's like, I can't be around this shit. I can't be around this shit. You know how this works. And it's just this big, heavy, emotional moment on drug use. It was more highlighted then than it ever was in my entire life, just that night. And I was like, huh. And then my friend pushes me out the door. The guy who we all went and got some with. So he pushes me out the door. Well, I'm very teachable. I'm very teachable. I'm quite aware not to get worked up over these things. Ooh, freezing my hands off right now though, hold up. Frozen hands. They haven't felt the same since. I'll get to that in a minute. But anyway, I guess I'll just keep walking. I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do. Oh, the sun. Oh, thank you. All right. So he pushes me out the door, and it was like an hour earlier than I had to leave. So I was like, fuck. Now's the time. I gotta go. Oh, congratulations. Oh, like that's how I think. One of my best friends crying shoves me out the door like, fuck you. And I'm all like, yeah, whoa, it's nice. I gotta go now. It's the right time. The time is now. So I get in my car and I go, oh, where do I want to go? And in my head, I had a picture of Frank's, like this grocery store. It's like 10 at night, it's closed. But I still pictured it in my head. And Frank's is in the opposite direction of home. But I still go to Frank's. Because I follow my heart, not my head. So, I gotta sit down. Fuck, my fingertips are freezing. Fuck. Anyway, so I head to Frank's. And I'm heading there, and it's nighttime, and I see the building, and I pull into it. There's nobody there. And it wasn't until I pulled in This dude comes out of fucking nowhere, the bushes in the middle, near the building. Literally nowhere. Oh, my hands. Oh, perfect. I finally get why these crates are over here. They're for me to sit on. Y'all think I'm lying. Me and the kid I just mentioned saw these crates and he kept one of them. Anyway, that's funny. Ah, hold up. I'm warming these fucking hands up. Ah, fuck me. A lot better. Yeah, hands haven't felt the same since. Anyway, so I pull in to Frike's, and this kid named Alex, I'll give his name away, fuck it. It'd be hard to tell the story if I don't. Ah, my fingertips. This kid named Alex starts walking out of the... I never seen him before in my life, never met him. And I pull up and I'm like, hey, blah, 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 and he's blah, blah, blah. 40 seconds. 40 seconds is all it took for this kid to get in my car and us start talking about driving him to Phoenix, Arizona. That's all it took. And for both of us, that's very odd, because 40 seconds is way too short of a time to make a commitment like that, or even be debating it, or even the fact that it was put on the table. But it did, and it was, and it became a thing. And so he lived out here with me in that tent. A lot of strange things happened. I could tell I'm not going to be allowed to tell this whole story just by how I'm getting punished right now with the finger pain. So a lot of strange things happen. You know, one thing, for example, when he was living out here with me, because we decided to live together, and so I worked my 2 weeks at my job, which didn't play out that way. I'm blah, 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 blah. But the point is, I'm saving up all the money that way I can get to Phoenix. I'm paying for it all and everything. And don't you dare open that door, you son of a bitch. Anyway, so I can feel it. Don't you do it. Anyway, so we're down there in the woods or wherever, and I couldn't find him all night, so I slept in the tent that night by myself. And he comes by telling me something about somebody and to get my shit and pack my shit up because we gotta go meet somebody. And it was the only time I ever remember this happening. I literally packed my stuff up wide awake into my tent, and I started walking through the woods, and I woke up halfway to Walmart. Like, imagine getting out of bed at your house, going outside, walking down the street, and then waking up about 2 miles down the street, fully aware, going, where the fuck am I? It happened to me. That was very interesting. It felt like that needed to be said. So I walked all the way back into the truck. There was a truck there in the parking lot. This guy met somebody, and this guy took us to a truck stop to get showers. The first hint on our great grand adventure that would lead us, just like my trucking days across America. And to fast forward this story, I'm gonna make this video 20 minutes. Try something like that. I ain't gonna get it all in there, but the point is, we took showers, and this guy was in prison for 10 years. Point is, this dude manifested. And what a manifestation it was. And as a person who's aware of these manifestations, it was quite intriguing to note that when I started hanging out with Alex, the manifestations increased more than they ever have with anybody. I never had anybody manifest shit with me as fast and as strong and as powerfully, which is a big indicator of what we were in our... Oh my God, the fucking news. So, we go take our showers, get dropped off. That all happened. Trying to fast forward it. There was a couple of events that were very emotional for me that happened when I was out there. I'm going to fast forward a lot of that. I'll give you one quick story, though, that was kind of funny. I was at his brother's house. And by the way, when I met this kid, and I met everybody that knew him, he has a hound dog. See, I'm sorry, I'm so everywhere. I apologize. It's been him, and this fucking loud-ass hound dog named Roscoe. Loudest fucking dog. If you knew what a blue tick hound was, you know what I mean. Bow! The loudest fucking animal on the planet. I swear, I call it my little howitzer cannon. Motherfucking dog piece. Bow! My little howitzer. I miss my howitzer cannon. Anyway, my little howitzer. Oh, fuck. Anyway, gotta regroup my thoughts. They're so lost. Let me come around this corner. It's probably a big factor. Whoo, hope you can see, because I can't. I really can't. Hang on. They don't even tell me how long I got. That's interesting. But no, I got it's me, Alex, and his my little howitzer cannon. Those are the 3 players. That's how I was sleeping with in this tent. It's just been interesting. The guy comes out, we go take showers at a truck stop. He popped up. A lot happened that day. Very interesting. Very interesting. I gotta go. Something just called me.